My name is Jonathan Baxter. I'm the Public Information Officer for the San Francisco Fire Department. Before I hand this over to our Honorable Mayor, Lurie, I am going to give you a safety reminder. This event will have water that is spraying. The water is going to come from the pipe to my left and from a pipe to my right. The hose that is behind you or in front of you will be charged, but we will let you know when that happens, to about a 3-inch diameter. So please listen to the uniformed public safety personnel when we're ready for this drill to start. With that, I would like to present our Honorable Mayor.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you are well this beautiful Saturday morning. Listen, emergency preparedness is naturally top of mind for all of us as we have witnessed the devastation down in Southern California. And our hearts go out to our neighbors down south. Here at home, today is about demonstrating the many tools in our toolbox to make sure San Franciscans are as safe as possible. Some of the unique tools we have available are going to be demonstrated this morning. And let me just reiterate, we have a fully staffed fire department. We have over 200 cisterns, including new ones on the west side. We also have a sophisticated and diverse system, including auxiliary water systems for firefighting. Our fireboat is another wonderful tool we have available, which you will see today. Additionally, our emergency services are involved in constant, continuous training, ready to be deployed and prepared to serve in a wide range of scenarios if called upon. We also work with our regional partners and have mutual aid agreements in place, as was demonstrated by us sending over 30 firefighters and 5 or 6 rigs down to Southern California. Let me spell out a few things that you can do at home with your families. Make sure your emergency plan is up to date. You can go to SFFD.org, the website dedicated to preparedness. You can join your neighborhood NERT class and get to know your neighbors. Now, as I turn it over, I want to thank a few people here. I want to thank Police Chief Bill Scott for being here and being an integral part of our preparedness. I also want to thank Supervisor Danny Souter of D3. I want to thank our fire commissioners, and I really want to shout out our incoming Fire Chief, Dean Crispin. As Paul Yep, our Chief of Public Safety, and I have gotten to know Dean, he is the right choice at the right time for our city. He is committed to serving this community, as is demonstrated by his over 30 years here in the fire department. I've gotten just an incredible outpouring of support and thanks in terms of naming Dean Crispin as our next fire chief, but it's not thanks to me. It's thanks to Dean and to the work that he has done each and every day for over 3 decades. So I couldn't be more excited to be partnering with him over the next 4 years to make sure that we keep our San Francisco citizens safe. And I know he is going to make sure the fire department is well prepared. Fire Chief Dean Crispin, congratulations.
Good morning. Thank you for your participation in this morning's exercise. We continue to send our prayers to those impacted by the devastating events currently unfolding in Los Angeles. San Francisco Fire Department answered the call for help, sending 30 highly trained members to support the firefighting efforts in the Palisades and Eaton fires. We elevated our response by sending additional members and currently have over 40 firefighters and paramedics in Los Angeles working shoulder to shoulder with the LAFD and other jurisdictions to gain a foothold on this major event. all while still adequately protecting our great city. Our public safety team in San Francisco, led by Mayor Lurie and Director Yep, have communicated regularly to evaluate the Los Angeles situation and assess our threats and vulnerabilities here in San Francisco. What we're going to demonstrate today may seem dramatic to the casual observer. However, to a San Francisco firefighter, this is part of our everyday training. When driving around the city on Saturdays, please observe in every corner of our city, firefighters testing fire hydrants, measuring cistern levels, and ensuring adequate water supply in the event of a disaster. In fact, we encourage you to stop and ask questions of them as we train our members to be historians on our water supply system. In 1903, Chief Engineer Dennis Sullivan clamored for an auxiliary water supply system to protect San Francisco from a conflagration after an earthquake. In a tragic event, Chief Sullivan was killed when a wall collapsed on him and his wife during the 1906 earthquake. To honor his legacy, City Fathers soon installed the AWSS, for which he had so strongly advocated. While this system has been used for over a century to fight greater alarm fires, the city identified areas where augmentation was needed. In the last 10 years, San Francisco has procured a new fireboat, the St. Francis, installed 30 cisterns of 75,000 gallons each, primarily in the Sunset, Richmond, and Bayview neighborhoods, and purchased 3 new hose tenders, which add to our existing 4 hose tenders for a total of 7, with the capability of constructing an above-ground hydrant system should our primary and secondary water supply systems be impacted by an earthquake. What we're going to demonstrate today is the use of our fireboat to augment the emergency firefighting water supply system. This will ensure that we have a continuous firefighting water supply in the case of a large-scale event. In layperson's terms, the fireboat acts as a floating fire hydrant with an unlimited water supply for fire extinguishment. In addition, we will demonstrate the capabilities of our new hose tender, including its ability to lay out an above-ground hydrant system and its submersible pump that can provide additional water supply. I would like to thank Mayor Lurie for his unwavering support and furtherance of public safety in San Francisco. The goals of his team are aligned due to his leadership. Thank you.
All right, we're going to get prepared to start this drill. Before I do that, I want to again reiterate some safety measures. There's going to be water flowing from 2 different sources, one to my left on the ladder truck, one to my right on the fire engine. You are highly at potential to get wet, kind of like it's raining out. So I'm going to ask 2 things. Figure out where you want to be, because if you want to get wet, behind this yellow hose is your best spot. If you want to be less wet, off to my right, almost adjacent to the fire station, is going to be your second spot. You'll get some mist, but you're not going to get wet. Please listen to our wonderful volunteers from the City College of San Francisco Fire Program in the blue sweatshirts and our fire reserves in the blue shirts that are your safety monitors. If you hear over the loudspeaker or someone yelling, "Stop," that is a safety word. Everybody has a position in safety. If you hear the safety word, stop where you're at and wait for directions from us. Now, we're going to be realistic. I want you to imagine that we are 1 mile away from this fireboat. That's how far we can pump with our water with the above ground system. This fireboat realistically takes 3 to 4 minutes to prime its pump. We are going to have them start to prime their pump right now as we speak. So, as stated, please move behind the line or to your right and we'll get the show started. Thank you.